for it.
I'm one of those guys.
On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On third down, Ryan looking deep downfield. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, Darnold. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw is Darnold. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down throw, Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Darnold now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And Freeman lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And Anderson's got it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Tack McKinley just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. This is Bell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Tuesday.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep with Jones. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Smith. Room here to run. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith, 31 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This one caught by Crowder, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Darnold now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10 into the hands of his receiver Anderson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Here's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He's going to float this one deep, and this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. DJ Chark, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, 59, ready?
57's the mic, Mike 57.
Rip right, rip right.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He sets to fire deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tavecchio puts this one through. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll go again with Bell. Bell sheds him off, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a first down carry by Bell. Bell sheds him off, and he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Allen's got it complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Darnold. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Caught by Sanu. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Freeman. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Hey, 59, ready. Check.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Ito Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
61, match box, light.
They'll run it again with Smith. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal.
Greystone, travel.
Wide, get wide.
Ready to go.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown run. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Darnold completes it. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll run on first down. Bell. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Darnold for the red zone now. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Darnold from the gun. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Freeman.
You ain't going nowhere.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
21!
Running the jet sweep with Jones. 27 yards there, a first down.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
On the end around, this is Julio Jones. And an alley to run. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
64, weak.
He's checking crap.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. As they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all about joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, and maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
We're in the
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Ready, blue 80. 525. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
That it's over. The Lombardi Trophy belongs to the Falcons. Yes, the Atlanta Falcons are the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.